Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. We're going to do a Covenant 25 random run today and see where the world takes. We're looking at Melting Primary, Awoken's Secondary with, I would say, an okay starting deck. I don't love drafts. I think they're worse than dregs in a vast majority of cases. Not all cases, but like this costing 1 Ember is often, maybe frequently, not worth the bonus Ember. And like this is a unit that you can't play on the top floor. But with Sacred Wicks, they are like a nice bit of damage back. I do love starting with Hidden Passage. I would say this is a below average starting deck. Like, this is very good, but a lot of the other stuff that I have to work with is not. Probably taking not Burn Bright champion here. Jackstrips early is very good when you get, like, enemies appear on every floor trials. I think that's better than taking Encased Ember. Encased Ember is a little bit fringe. Okay, I'm offered both of the Rectors that I think are viable. I think the Harvest Rector is easier to play in a vacuum than the Reform Rector. And I think the Harvest one is especially good because I have, like, drafts and dregs in this run. Armor 10 is very good against Jackstrips. That said, I don't think we're really in danger of, like, dying from this fight, or even taking a very significant amount of fire damage. I can overfill a floor from turn 1 here, if I'd like. Just not sure that that's good. It's good if I draw another Hidden Passage and can ascend stuff up. Otherwise, it's not really the best. I think I'd rather leave that floor open for right now and maximize my chances of getting the Collector. Very nice. So this is worth 20 damage on this. Not being able to kill these torches next turn is a touch rough. More damage is 32, which doesn't get a kill. Wrath plus Dreg gets a kill and allows me to play some other things in front of this next turn. But I'm not sure if I'm just supposed to take the damage on this here. A Train Steward in front on this floor is going to, like, block the vast majority of this incoming damage next floor. So I think I am supposed to do that. I have 12 damage next turn as of right now. Which means you are probably getting to the pyre if I don't do something about you. Drawing the other draft next turn, or like a hidden passage, does a lot in saving fire health. I want to make sure the boss goes well by doing that. Very nice. Okay, so 20 more damage on this floor. Just cool things. I can get 29 more damage for, which conveniently is exactly lethal. But then I can... Oh wait, there's the Jackstrips. So I'll deal 2 to these this turn. I'll be at 7 total health. One of these will take 5 and then die to Jackstrips, and I have a few damage incoming. Or I can just hidden passage you up, take 4 fire damage. That might be better. Like it's 4 fire damage versus maybe 5 fire damage. And also spending some resources on the top floor. You have 6, so I need to like double torch you. Maybe that's reasonable. Maybe I play towards that. Actually, that is probably fine, right? Now this dies. These attack, killing this. This hits for 5, this hits for 9. Then you're at... I guess that doesn't change the clock, huh? You're at 7 effectively now. Oh, or can I torch you instead to change things to... You go down to 7, you get hit for 5. There. That solves the problem. Okay, this fight 1 took a little bit longer than normal fight 1. It was just a little complicated. Okay, yeah, there's all my kills. Back, actually. Maybe back. I think this alone gets the kill. Yeah. Okay, so perfect fight 1. No damage taken. A Votavary for blocking for Rector Flicker is not exactly crazy. A little bit worse than normal because I have Jackstrips, but I think that's fine. I like it better than the other 2 cards. The deck hasn't removed very many cards yet. Like we're at 22, so the chances of us getting a Drap and a Wicklash together at the same time, where it's like really good, is a little low. I think I'm just gonna take the Votavary. I don't need this. This and this are okay, but not great. The Molting Imp is much worse than normal because of Jackstrips. Like, Molting Imp is something that I'll often take to help bridge the early game, but I don't know that I need this here. So it's like Fortify versus Skip, and like if this is scaling 10 plus HP a turn, I don't know that I need Fortify. I'm looking at getting a Remnant Banner, and Remnant Banners are kind of high variance. I don't know yet whether or not I'm supposed to do something like take Lady of the Reformed. I think I'm going to do that. It's probably the pick that leads to a decent number of high upside things later on. Lady of the Reformed's stats aren't exactly fantastic unless you're supplementing them with something else. But this is a hell of a shop. Like, I get to Large Stone and Heartstone something. It's probably the Lady as of right now, but like we'll see what this pick is. Large Stone Lady plus Paraffin Enforcer is kind of a cool floor. Wickless Baron on the same floor as my champion is a pretty stupid amount of scaling as well. Or a Large Stone Wickless Baron. Like, just stays alive and harvests. I know how the Wickless Baron plays out, but I've like very rarely been able to do cool things with Paraffin Enforcer, as is, shown by the fact that I haven't golded this card yet on this account. So maybe let's take the Paraffin Enforcer and like give it a realistic chance. I think this is probably the correct pick, but I'm usually willing to take a slightly suboptimal pick if it helps me learn things about the game. I don't think this trial is going to be very difficult. We just don't set up on floor 1. I think I want you here, you here. I deal 30 this turn. Can't deal 30 this turn. Also, if I hidden passage one of these up, I believe it just dies. I'm just gonna test that. Nice! And if I hidden passage it up, it dies on this floor, technically. Okay, so that was great. That means I shouldn't torch this unit, because I will get a kill and a harvest trigger on floor 2. Very nice. Train Steward is going to get hit for 4-7 total. I can maybe like torch my own Train Steward and kill it next turn. That's awkward. Also awkward is the fact that that's small floor. Okay, that was whatever. You have 105 health. You'll be okay. Lost spikes, huh? Alright. Yeah, we just need to, like, get rid of that. Yep. We'll do it in fewer turn cycles, though. Large stone units make Circle 2 so easy. Molten Encasement is a very, very good card if you put Endless on it, or like you molded it back or something. I think Molten Encasement and Molded are both reasonable here. They're both commons. It becomes less likely that I see commons as the run goes on. So the question I ask myself is, like, what effect is most necessary and what am I doing next floor? Going to the Hellvent next floor, like taking a Lady of the Reformed and trying to like put multiple large stone Lady of the Reforms on the same floor as a Paraffin Enforcer, it sounds really fun to me. And I think that makes me want to work towards a holdover ascend from a Merchant of Magic, maybe on floor 4. The Molten Encasement doesn't work super well with that plan. A Molded might work better with that plan. I'm on Doom, Seraph. I'm on the exploding, like, damage shard Daedalus. One Hornbreak as additional back row removal is maybe not necessary because of Jackstrips. Torch is a little bit worse than normal. But if I want to prioritize trying to get holdover on an ascend, then it kind of makes sense to me to take a Hornbreak, because once that's upgraded once, I think it's very good. Am I taking Ember from Daedalus? Maybe? Capacity or card draw seems to be better right now with my deck the way that it is. I'm willing to take Ember, and like a Demon Fiend with this whole Superflora sub-theme is very good. I'm not sure that I'm willing to take Ember. I'm gonna add a Wickless Baron to my deck, and then maybe go for Capacity, even though I have these hidden passages to overfill. I have so many frickin' units. I am incapable of passing Big Sludge. It's so good. I'm gonna duplicate a hidden passage. Just for a guard is probably like stupid good in this deck to get bad cards out of it. Awoken Spike is also pretty good. Blazing Bolts is also fine. Plenty of good options. I think I actually need to pull this up. Queen Awoken and Stygian, for sure. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Maybe... So, like, amazing... We probably have, like, 4 amazing cards and 2 good cards. Versus, like... Yes, yes. Yes. Probably still yes. Maybe no. Yeah, I think it's Awoken. Yeah, so like making a Superfloor and having Unleash the Wildwood to like fully re-heal it seems great to me. Especially since our Rector is going to gain so much HP. I wonder if I'm supposed to duplicate that over Hidden Passage. I don't think so. Because like 3 Hidden Passages means that I can probably put the holdover on the Unleash the Wildwood instead. These are all dead on floor 2, so like I want this Rector here, and I also probably want this big sludge here. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much rage. I have so much rage. Yep. Yeah, I wonder if at this point I just, like, save you for the next pass through the deck when I actually might be able to Hidden Passage you up. You have 105 HP. You can hang out down here and take a whole bunch of hits and weaken bottom floor enemies. Or, alternatively, I think this deck is good. Alright, so I want to kill as many of my weaker units as I can. So this is 5, 5, 5. Kill a Dreg as well here. And then none of the opposing units actually get hurt, so I get maximum harvest on floor 2. I have a Paraffin Enforcer that maybe would want to live up there in some worlds where I don't draw it with Hidden Passage. I wonder if we're gonna kill Daedalus. Like, very, very easily before it starts. Like, this floor is worth so much damage if Daedalus spawns there. Take a draft out of my deck for 5 damage on Daedalus. Fine, I don't think we need this fight. Oh, it's just like already Daedalus time, huh? also we just, like, casually did 100-ish damage to Daedalus on that floor. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're a very good Hidden Passage deck right now. I don't know that I'm supposed to take any more units than what I have right now. Even though Foremost Child is very good. Like, the more units you have, especially ones with higher Ember cost, the harder it becomes for you to actually set up the way that you want. Memento Mori with Votavary is, like, legitimately interesting. Maybe I take that. The issue is that my Jackstrips are going to kill a crap ton of enemies and make it so that, like, not that many of my units are going to die. I wonder if skipping is better here than anything else. It's not like I have a molded. Like, in rounds where I draw Votavary early, it's quite good. And I guess I don't have that many things that I'd want to put a cost upgrade on. I'll still take the Memento Mori, I think. And at this point, I probably skip units. I think I take Capacity to help me get set up. I see myself taking Capacity and card draw this run with how things stand right now. I hope I'm not facing the Fel that makes me want to have Ember. I didn't check. Okay. Start looking for Hidden Passage upgrades. I guess I need to check exactly how much holdover is. I think it's... No, it's not going to be less than 70. I know the answer to that. So that means I should just use this as a torch remove that's cheap. Actually, I have 3 hidden passages, so, like, maybe I need to keep my mind on holdover, Unleash the Wildwood. How does haste interact with Jackstrips? I believe it means that they move up to the 3rd floor, then die 3rd floor. I think that's okay. Jackstrips is, like, still taking a tremendous amount of pressure off of us. It means that, like, all these units are dead. This is just 6. Awkwardly, does make Collector a little harder to get if I just play all 3 of these out. And it means I think that's okay. Harvest for +10. That does probably mean that you're the tank. Now, like, do I want to separate you from these 2? Probably not. Probably just want to do this. And then we keep the middle floor empty so that I can just, like, put a unit down there if this exact thing happens. one's hurt. No one's hurt. I think Dregs being dead is a net positive for me. I think I just want space on this floor. That's okay. Less okay is this, but... So this means I want to play Big Sludge here and let a whole bunch of stuff die in front of it, and then probably Hidden Passage it up behind this. This is... Probably use both of these as blockers. And do that. You're dead. That's really what matters. Memento Mori is worth 50. Pretty darn good. Five, 7. Did that lady die? Wow. I was not paying attention to that happening. Huh. So I guess let's do this and then plan out the rest of the turn after seeing what I randomly get back. Regs. Okay, cool. I can molded that lady back. Okay, total amounts of damage. 30, 65, 75, 82 damage. Assuming I kill that front unit. 103 minus 82 is 21. Otherwise, I can deal 47 to it. Dealing 47 to it. Yeah. That's awkward. I think I win this fight without the lady by just drawing Hidden Passage and moving this to the top floor. Yeah. Kind of Hidden Passage that to just like buy me one more turn to like maybe set up for the boss, but I think I'm like very good now. The whole slay self-mutilation thing is awkward, isn't it? Yeah, maybe I don't play any other cards. For good measure. So that took about 4 pass-throughs. Kill the boss. Okay. Fine. Engulfed in smoke for the super floor is very good. Oh, the lady burned out. That's what happened. That's how she died. Okay. So maybe I realistically need 2 floors. Then a box good. But a box might be good. I think I'm gonna pass it. I think the gold is kind of valuable right now. Like, I have things that I'm hunting for. Big Sludge and Paraffin, Enforcer, and Wickless Baron need upgrades. This side is juiced. We have a good merchant. Explorer, no. I guess this side is also very good. That must be good. Not good initially, but it's very good once it's scaled. Endless is interesting. Yeah, JK, it's good now. Like where this is going. Purge a torch. I have 2 card removes on this floor. I haven't done the Merchant of Magic upgrade yet that I wanted when I took the Hornbreak. Slightly awkward, but it's okay. This is probably fine. I probably pretty easily do 95 on a floor somewhere because of the Harvest Duder. I think I try this. Now, why are you small? They're like non-negotiable, that goes there. Wonder if anything is getting to the top floor to keep this lady alive if I put the lady up there. Probably. No, that was correct. That was correct. Because that happened. I really needed the big sludge this turn to feel safe this fight. Probably don't get a kill on you for this fight. You probably go to the pyre. I want to put big sludge here. Nearly gets you. I think I let you burn out up here. Yeah. How about all this? Alright, can we hidden passage and get a kill up at the top? Alright, Burnout Lady has burned out. 62 damage is... it works. Good. I mean, I lack a tank for the big sludge. Guess how much power damage is this? 95 health. Good chunk of fire damage. Like this like pretty handily will beat the boss. Oh, it's a sweep boss. It doesn't really matter where I put you. Okay. Let's confirm. 62 plus 25 is... 62, 82, 87. So I also played Draft. Oh, fuck, dazed. Okay. 7 plus 5. No, I want to consume this. Okay. I lost a little bit of health and damage on this because of what I just did. There's 105 damage here, which after this armor is gone, that's totally fine. Play this behind, or... Yes! That adds a lot of damage during the boss rush. And this one can burn out up top. Die next turn. This looks best by doing this and ending it up. Don't want to torch these because they give me health on this floor. And every creature that I play eliminates one lifesteal stack, so it is worth playing these. Oh, wow. We just, there's 100 for good measure. Okay. I'm making some mistakes while playing this deck. Nope. Don't believe we have any tomb units. Do not. That's 25 gold. Wonder if I have the Ember for Fatal Melting to be acceptable. I think I do. Wicked Blaze to bring back my Lady of the Reformed if she dies is like maybe good because that tends to keep happening. But otherwise it's very bad. Might just take another Engulfed in Smoke. No thanks. Wonder if I'm taking Ember after the next fight, because I have 2 Engulfed in Smokes, Big Sludge that don't have cost reduction. I want to duplicate. If I duplicate, you unleash the Wildwood. Artifact might do more work. Going here next floor and getting 2 card removes for torches. For frags. Distinguish abilities trigger an additional. Fortunately, only good on this. It is card draw though. Which means if I get that going, I can take Ember. Consume cards do I have? Probably not enough to make this purchase worth it. Not enough to make this purchase worth it. What's my other thing on this floor? Card removes. Draft is probably worse than Drag. It costs Ember. It also might have been worse than Torch. I wonder if I'm still supposed to take this to make Votavary like a free draw 2 that just like consumes space. Assume that that's the case. Maybe that's bad for this exact fight though, because of drawing the lights. Sure it is. All right. Yeah, get out of my deck. You and you, then that leaves me with a Paraffin Enforcer that doesn't really have a home, but whatever. Oh no, we'll just move Wickless Baron to floor 2. Yeah, so this is kind of what happens when you don't take the Ember when you're against this spell. Thanks. I think I still do this, and then purge that one. But these Absolvers are doing some serious work against me. I want Votavary as a card draw engine, question mark? So like, if I want it as a card draw engine, I'm supposed to leave the bottom floor open, and if I just want this to be damaged so that you have a better chance at like quicking and killing one of these, I play this here. I think the draw engine is like bad with the blights that are in my deck. Sure it is. You're going to the fire. Yeah, you're going to the fire. Wonder if there's like any world in which I killed this statue. Right? like one of these at the back of this bottom floor, but I don't know that that happens. I think my middle four very easily beats Fell. So I should just like do this to keep that unit from getting through. Play one of them? I have only one molded remaining. Maybe it's correct to play both. Maybe it's correct to play both. Like maybe I'm using the molded to bring back this lady a little bit later. Huh? Oh, so the rest of my hand sure doesn't do anything, huh? Probably doesn't matter. Like, I think at this point we're just good. Hoping to draw the full heal to heal this up in the Fell wave. Want the Jackstrips this on the next floor. I guess that means we just do that and don't play this. Beautiful. Big Sludge is hitting for somewhere on the order of 150. I stopped paying attention to it. Yeah. We're good. I also wonder if I, like, overvalued these stealth cards earlier. Sure seems like I don't need them with Big Sludge being quick. Power of Death is interesting when I hidden passage it up behind all of the other idiots. But I don't think it's enough damage to actually make a difference during the Seraph fight, which is the only fight that I care about at this stage of the game. Endless on the Champ is pretty good to replay it on top floor. After it's died, it'll keep all of the harvest things. So I think I'm going to take the Remnant back. And assuming I keep Vodavary stuff working for future fights, I like it's slightly awkward in the Seraph fight for similar reasons. I think I take Amber here and like try to more consistently make that card draw engine work with Harvest. Alright, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Enforcer needs an upgrade still, but I think the Merchant of Magics are very valuable. Like Holdover Stealth, Holdover Unleash the Wildwood are very good. Cost reductions on some of my cards are fine. Don't know that there's anything other than Big Sludge that's worth duplicating. Fine. So, well... yeah, I duplicate Big Sludge now. And I just want dregs out of my deck and torch upgrades. Well, I think you pass on that. Wonder if I leave lot open to potentially find holdover on that on the last floor. I can roll the shop and buy 2 small upgrades exactly. Yeah? Probably this. Reg versus Draft with my molded. Well, I just took Ember, so like maybe Draft is slightly better to keep in the deck than Dreg, but that's close. Draft reformed a couple of times is like legitimately okay behind a Lady of the Reformed. I don't want to remove the unupgraded Torch. I want to consume that at some point in the fight. I'm nervous if I can't beat this trial, and I'm not nervous if I can just destroy this trial. This is worth a lot of fire damage. I need to put a big sludge on the same floor as this. Letting Paraffin Enforcer die feels kind of like I let Paraffin Enforcer die and try to bring it back with Molded and put it behind a Lady. Don't look at the fire. Don't look at it. It's bad. God, we didn't draw. Oh, shoot. This is a bad combination of draws. I'm almost guaranteed to draw a Hidden Passage next turn. I have 3 hits in 16. That's incredibly likely. I wonder if I'm dead. With this, I don't put Big Sludge up top. Rage 6, so it's 22 damage, putting it at 166, which is an inconvenient number. That I can maybe do something about via Memento Mori, Hornbreak, Wrath, or Drag. Oh, maybe it was Lady up top in front of Big Sludge. I was so focused on the bottom floor being the small floor, so I couldn't ascend things up the way that I wanted, that I didn't consider this line. I think I'm letting you go. think it's very greedy to try to get this when fire is like... I also did this in the wrong order then. I should have like torched this first. Alright, I'm not happy with how I played this turn. Alright, so the champ is getting endless. So I can replay the champ in front of Big Sludge. Then I need to play some things in front of Big Sludge that are going to die. Maybe not gonna die. Okay, they have burn up 2, so it's not an issue. Stealth is pretty awkward. Needed that bonus rage up here, I think. Ooh. Not quite there. Uh-oh. The thing has 91 health. I can deal... Oh wait, hold on. The thing has 91 health. 91 health. Okay, I'm fine. If I harvest, I get 5 rage, which is 10 damage. I'm thinking about, like, ascending this up so that I get harder hits on this unit. But you deal 5 on death, which kills you. So I can play Dreg up... Or sorry, I can play Draff up top. Ascend that up, it kills Draff. You get 30 total armor, bringing you to 121. 121. Okay. Then I have gained 10 rage, which is worth 20 damage. Is 110. 122. That works. Okay, Molded and Sacred Wicks now. Just kind of want some things to throw in front here, so probably Sacred Wicks first. Don't think I molded anything back. No, I can safely molded back a Draff. Safely molded back a Draff. Killed via quick, so it doesn't get the armor. And it burns out 2. Totally fine. Okay. So now I just need to, like, not die here. And I'm okay. These things going up to the next floor and shooting is kind of suspect. This Unleash the Awkward... Sorry, this Unleash the Wildwood is kind of awkward. I think I want to use it to keep Big Sludge alive from these Jackstrips triggers. It's, like, obviously not the best use case. But 118 quick damage. Obliterating things here seems really good to me. That maybe should have gone mid. Okay. Whole bunch of small units here. 90? Nice. Nice. But, like, now we can get into Votavary territory. Now I can just, like, save damage on my units. Probably should have, like, played this turn differently so I got the double stack health this floor. But I think this fight is over. Oh yeah, it's super over now. That's very good. Okay, that's a 100 bonus health. What I have to bring back the Evolved to Traf. Yeah, probably just a Traf. Torch my own unit? No, I can accomplish the same thing like this. Elf? Health 1 is worth more on this floor. Let's do that. That just nets me health. Yeah, this is fine. Oh! All this work to keep that big sludge alive and didn't need it. I have 130 damage though. I think I'm gonna, like, straight up take another Remnant Pact. I don't think that card's insane there by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a good effect to have access to. I also think that that fight went poorly enough that I need to take higher health rather than going to this higher upside left path. Because, like, as of right now, a single unit getting through, like a single Light Wings getting through kills me. And this means that 2 can slip through. Okay, so Paraffin Courser theoretically can use upgrades. Bald Brace's Votavary is actually pretty cool. Just like 3 draw 2 5 armor each turn. Man, I really need a 7th space. When I... So I guess the plan is Rector Flicker, Big Sludge, Votivary on the same floor. Play Rector Flicker on multiple floors, question mark. I can take that. Now, like, some of this stuff just needs to go. We're going to primarily use the Molded and Sacred Wicks to bring back the lady when/if she dies. I wonder if I can get, like, spikes on Votivary or something. Burn out one Votivary so it always kills itself? That's maybe actually good. Yeah. Let's assume that's good. I have 2 card removes on hold, so to speak. So, assuming that removes some combination of Dragon Draft, I should probably upgrade the others. So, let's assume for right now that I end up upgrading... Sorry, that I end up removing 2 Dregs. Now, let's maybe reroll the shop and see if we can hit this. Oh. Okay, so I think I do that. I think I do that, and then I remove 2 Dregs. It's also maybe reasonable to remove Paraffin Enforcer. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I am not confident going into the last fight. Like, we definitely have some broken things that we can do. But our deck is very small. We're going to draw the Blights a decent proportion of the time after our first pass-through of the deck. This was a reason to remove Paraffin Enforcer. Jackstrips also bails me out much, much less than it did previously. Where are you going? Bottom? Seems like bottom. You burn out now. Okay, I have drawn the big sludge early, which is like a huge breath of relief for me. I have to pay more attention to what I'm consuming. Alright, Jackstrips kills you. That's cool. Which of these 2 units goes bottom? Which goes top? Or do I just, like... Got this Paraffin Enforcer. I guess I should have taken it out of my deck. How am I killing this? I need more damage on top. Maybe that... Oh, this is all floor. That's bad. Am I just trying to let every unit that I can die on floor 2? Maybe. This is the most DPS that I have access to right now. So, like, doing things that are happening, that's happening. Then it's like Wickless Baron versus Draft. So, this thing is taking 66 going to 97. Okay, so it's going to 97. If I play Lady and Draft, it's worth 75 damage, putting it to 22. If I play Lady plus this is worth 40. Puts it to 57. Higher hits. I think I need to be earned with the short term and do that, and deal with the long term via the middle floor and endless. That spawning there is inconvenient for me, quite obviously. I need to play this on Champ at some point. This is a good turn since it consumes anyway. I might need to torch that. This is a great opportunity to Inferno this bottom floor and not get another Blight in my deck. I'm already getting one for next turn. It's also okay to Inferno this top floor. It saves me quite a bit of fire damage. I do have a second Remnant pack, right? I do. Maybe that this ends up being better. Like, I very much feel like I'm on the wrong side of a lot of different equations right now. Well... Alright. Start with the, like, obvious no-choice play. Oh no. Big Sludge does not have the amount of rage that I expected it to have because units aren't dying on this floor. In all the previous fights, Jackstrips has done the work of killing a whole bunch of units. That's why I'm having so much trouble. Uh-oh. $40 damage puts you to 65, and this is 13 fire damage. Plus these. Not good. Nine more damage on this. Doesn't matter right now, but might matter later. Feel kind of dead. Inferno? Not Inferno. Not Inferno, I think, means I'm dead. bringing the big sludge up to the top doesn't do it. But, like, either one of these kills me. So I need to play both of these. Then, like, I can't deal 96 to this. If I reform a creature and put it up there, that doesn't work. If I ascend one of these, it does not work. If I unleash the Wildwood and keep this alive, that's 25, 34, 74. Nope. With Small Torch. Nope. Yep. Okay. I accept my fate. Okay, as far as mistakes I made, I think I should have removed Paraffin Enforcer over a Dreg, because this is a unit that has priority, and drawing it on turn 1 of this fight was really bad for me. That's my most obvious mistake in that fight. I didn't realize how much Jackstrips were really doing for my deck until that fight. Like, obviously the Jackstrips were, like, absolutely insane throughout the entire run, but I didn't realize that it was, like, very much linked to the amount of scaling that I had. Normally it was just like, alright, play Big Sludge, and, like, life is good. But once all of those 190 HP units were in front of the small units, life got a little hard. I'm not sure if that fight was winnable with the way my deck was going into the fight. Taking out the Paraffin Enforcer out of my deck so that on turn 1 I draw like Lady of the Reformed or Big Sludge maybe is enough to make a difference in my scaling in that fight, because like this Paraffin Enforcer just like awkwardly sat on the bottom floor taking up useful space. Yeah, I'm not happy with how I played the last floor and the last fight, but with the run as a whole, I am happy. If I were to point out one other weakness of the run, is that we were very artifact light, and some other artifacts could have done extremely strong things. And then maybe taking a... I don't think it was correct to take the Tomb unit that I was offered early, but like, it would have made this Wax Snuffer so much better later on. Alright, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that one. That one ended up being relatively long, but very interesting, as many of the melting runs do. And if you really enjoyed it, please, consider liking and whatnot, commenting, so more people can find my content. Have a great rest of the day.